por estar con nosotros en este su programa Café con Leche, la voz de los latinos en América. Estamos transmitiendo desde hermosa 1470 AM, 96.9 FM. Les habla Lilia Galindo y tenemos a Dennis Anderson con nosotros. Él es un representante de High Desert Medical Group, trabajando con los veteranos todos los días, haciendo su mejor esfuerzo para que estén bien. Good morning, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. Estoy bien, gracias.
Muy bien. Además es perfectamente bilingüe para aquellos
Okay.
que quieran estar impresionados, que yo lo estoy. Bueno, okay, let's start with I believe that you have an event for tomorrow, Friday.
Tomorrow night in Lancaster, High Desert Medical Group will be one of the key sponsors for the Vets for Veterans annual dinner. And the dinner is sold out, so it's hard to get a ticket. But you know, some people don't show up, and other people are on a list, and they get in.
Okay.
I mean, the good news about this event is that it does sell out because people do want to give direct support to our local veterans. And Vets for Veterans is the local nonprofit that is supported by High Desert Medical Group because it does so many effective things. It provides scholarships for recent veterans who just got out of service before their GI Bill kicks in. So it helps them to buy books and to help with their enrollment at Antelope Valley College. That's important. But it also helps with hunger. They do every month a food distribution for every veteran family that is on their list. And if you need to be on the list because you are a veteran and you are hungry because you need groceries, you can contact Antelope Valley Vets for Veterans, www.avvetsforveterans.org. So these are important things they do, and tomorrow is their big dinner, and it's going to be excellent.
Bueno, estamos hablando de una cena que se va a ofrecer, la está organizando Antelope Valley Vets for Veterans, y el principal patrocinador de ellos es High Desert Medical Group, porque Dennis nos dice que han hecho un excelente trabajo. Bueno, la cena, todos los boletos ya están vendidos, afortunadamente, pero hay la posibilidad de que a lo mejor alguna gente no llegue y le pueda, si está interesado en ir, pues pueda entrar esperando que alguien no llegue. Pero este grupo de Vets for Veterans ofrece muchas ayudas a los veteranos, entre ellos, por ejemplo, becas para ir al Antelope Valley College antes de que les llegue su ayuda del servicio militar. Aquí se les da una beca y bueno, además tienen una lista para las personas que padecen por alguna razón de falta de comida, y entonces también hay un programa de distribución de comida para los veteranos y sus familias. Así es que lo único que tienen que hacer es ir a su website avvetsforveterans.org, y ahí puede obtener pues anotarse para recibir comida.
So, the reason this group, su esposa, Ed Galindo, Air Force veteran of the Korean War, was very supportive of the Vets for Veterans group, and his reasons were simple and good. It is very local, and it helps the veterans who are right here in our Antelope Valley, our Aerospace Valley. It helps them to have a better living experience. They also will help with emergency shelter, and they also help with things that prepare a recent veteran to enter the job force.
Oh, very good.
And so we have had veterans from the Antelope Valley who began their journey after the military with Vets for Veterans, who now work for Northrop Grumman.
Oh, very good.
Who work for Lockheed Martin, for Kinkishario, for BYD. They get good paying jobs that are with major employers, and this is what we want for our young men and women after they leave service, is for them to have a good experience in civilian life.
Bueno, también hay un montón de oportunidades para las personas que se retiran, que ya son veteranos y que tienen la necesidad de trabajar. Bueno, pues esta organización también les provee de la oportunidad de entrenarse para obtener trabajos en las compañías aeroespaciales, que es una excelente oportunidad porque tienen muy buenos salarios y muy buenas prestaciones y la oportunidad de desarrollar una carrera en eso, sobre todo si eres un veterano joven que viniste y con muchos retos en la vida, pues en esta organización se te da todo el apoyo para que puedas obtener un buen trabajo que te permita tener un excelente retiro y ya nunca más preocupaciones de nada, ¿verdad? Qué bueno, qué bueno. That is really good. And where is going to be this party?
It will be at the Hellenic Center in Lancaster. It's near Antelope Valley College on 30th Street West and 30th Street West, just south of Avenue K. And it's a lovely event for all the people who have already bought their tickets. But it's important that we support our veterans and our local elected officials, our assembly members, Juan Carrillo and Tom Lackey, our Senator Scott Wilk, and our Congressman Mike Garcia. They've all been very supportive of the activity of Vets for Veterans, and so is High Desert Medical Group. And for us, we have a simple reason. It contributes to the community health of our Antelope Valley.
Perfecto. Bueno, el evento va a ser en el Centro Helénico, que está ubicado ahí en la calle 30 West, antes de llegar a la avenida acá. Y pues va a ser un evento que está apoyado además por muchos de los oficiales electos, como el asambleísta Juan Carrillo, el asambleísta Tom Lackey, también el senador Wilk y ¿quién más? Who else?
And also Congressman Mike Garcia, and also the cities of Lancaster, the cities of Palmdale,
las ciudades
been very supportive.
Las ciudades también están contribuyendo para que este evento salga adelante. Bueno, va a ser un evento increíble. Así es que nada como apoyar estas organizaciones que le brindan la mano a todos los veteranos que están saliendo ya del trabajo difícil de ir a una guerra o actuar en alguna acción militar, regresan y aquí está Antelope Valley Vets for Veterans para darles la mano. Y muchas otras organizaciones también.
Well, you know, sometimes I am asked, why is it important to support veterans? Why so much attention on that subject? And the answer is simple. Most people who enter the military, young men and women from our country, they enter at a very young age. Mm-hmm. It is the biggest decision for a career that they will ever make in their life. And part of the reason is Ed knew this, and I knew this when I was a young paracaidista, when I was a young paratrooper. You have to put your life on the line. And when your life is on the line, right now we have a little more than 1.5 million young people in active service, and they are in places like Central Europe, Poland, right next to Ukraine. They are in the Middle East. They're in Iraq right now. We still have people there. They are in Asia, near the Taiwan Straits and the South China Sea. They go out as far as you can go to do work that is as hazardous as there is to be done. But when they come home, sometimes they have impacts from their service. It can be mental health. It can be physical health. And for having undertaken these risks to defend the security of los Estados Unidos, it's important that we do support them when they do come home.
Qué bueno. Bueno, pues nos está diciendo cuántas personas hay enroladas o inscritas en el servicio militar. Son más de 1.5 millones y están representando a los Estados Unidos o sí, representando a los Estados
Sí,
Unidos,
cómo no.
en Polonia, en Ucrania, en el Medio Oriente, en Irak, en Asia, cerca de Taiwán y China. Y dice, y estas personas, bueno, van muy jóvenes y a veces regresan con problemas, ya sea problemas psicológicos, requieren de salud mental o algún otro tipo de problema físico que les impide volver a la normalidad. Así es que por eso es que hay que apoyarlos tanto para que salgan adelante después de haber expuesto su vida para defender este país, a los Estados Unidos. Okay.
So we have other health subjects, though, and more than the Vets for Veterans dinner going on in our valley. And did you know that yesterday, April 3rd, was the National Day of Walking?
Yeah.
Yeah. What we find is that mental health and physical health have a deep connection, the one to the other. Right now, as a health challenge in the United States, a saying has been that sitting is the new smoking.
Uh-huh.
We know that we can have longer and healthier lives if we do not use tobacco, if we don't smoke cigarettes. We can have longer and healthier lives if we get enough sleep. But it is also very important to get up off the couch. So in the Antelope Valley, we have too much obesity, and actually just getting up and walking is one of the healthiest exercises.
And obesity and mental health, I suppose they are very close. Bueno, fíjense, uno de los problemas más grandes que tenemos ahora es que nos está diciendo que es el equivalente a lo que antes representaba el fumar, pues a la hora quédate sentado en el sillón viendo la televisión sin moverte. El ejercicio es tan importante, no solamente para mantener tu salud física, pero también tu salud mental. Y así es que necesitamos practicar ejercicios y salir. Y hace ratito, I forgot to translate that you were saying that tanto mi esposo Edgar Lindo como Dennis Anderson se incorporaron muy jóvenes, como muchos de los veteranos, a ser parte de las fuerzas, ya sea la Armada, la Fuerza Aérea y los paracaidistas como Dennis, para pues defender este país, y entonces ellos son los que necesitan el apoyo ahora de nosotros. Pero estamos ahora en la cuestión de salud mental y de la importancia del ejercicio físico para tener salud mental, que a veces de veras es tan necesaria, sobre todo después de COVID. Es como si fue una nueva etapa, como si cerramos el libro de la manera de vivir anteriormente y volvimos a abrir un libro lleno de retos y uno de los principales retos es de la salud mental. Y como dijiste, no solamente el problema de obesidad es no solamente para adultos, ¿no? Pero incluso los niños, que ahora pasan muchísimo tiempo más sentados en la computadora que yendo a ejercitar. This is why I always propose to all the politicians, please open a place with close basketball areas, tennis, pool, that they can go to exercise. It doesn't matter if it's cold, if it's hot, if it's windy, they could have some place in which they can have a better quality of life. Because when you exercise, you feel so much better.
And I would say this simple exercise, the best is just go for a walk. Any safe place that you can. We have when I was a young paratrooper, I ran 2 miles every morning. Now I'm an old paratrooper.
How many miles do you walk?
And I still jump, but I walk 2.5 miles every day. Every day. And how can you get these steps? You can get these steps if you're watching the news on television. You just get up off the couch and you start walking. There was a standard that they said was around 10,000 steps a day. Well, we all have our phones now, and our phones all have little applications that will tell us how many steps do we take. So I always count, and I go up on my little application, and if my steps are down, I get up off the couch and sit in front of I don't sit in front of the news. I stand and walk in front of the news. And so I'm not running 2.5 miles every morning, but I'm absolutely walking 2.5 miles every day. And it will help you sleep. It will help your appetite. It will help your posture. So stop smoking, start walking.
And do you know, feeling so much better, your mood goes to
Absolutely.
very high. Bueno, él acostumbraba a correr 2 millas todos los días cuando estaba enrolado en el servicio militar. Dice, pero ahora ya no corro, pero camino. Me aseguro de caminar al menos 2,5 millas todos los días. Dice, y con la oportunidad que tenemos con nuestros teléfonos de medir el tiempo, me doy cuenta si no he completado mi tiempo. En lugar de sentarme a ver las noticias, estoy simulando el caminar para completar los pasos que debo dar. Y estamos hablando cómo el ejercicio contribuye no solamente a que tu peso mejore, a que tu salud mejore, porque
Yes,
obviamente
absolutely.
estás moviendo todo tu cuerpo, pero además a la salud mental, al sentirse optimista y contento, que hace una gran diferencia en tu vida. Si estás triste o deprimido, los problemas de salud vienen más, pero en cambio el hacer ejercicio tan pronto como terminas,
Sí.
they say that there is endorphins that go up.
Absolutely. This moves up the endorphin, and the endorphin is that little chemical in our brain from which we obtain a sense of well-being. And when you have that sense of well-being, that will fight algo de depresión. It will fight that racetrack thinking that we do. It will help you get into the flow of your day and organize yourself. So these are all good things.
You don't need more tequila. You just have to.
Little, but not too much.
Bueno, estamos hablando como el ejercicio te libera una hormona que se llama endorfina. Esa hormona es la hormona de la felicidad. Entonces, con esa hormona te empiezas a sentir súper bien y solamente con que ejercites un poco, esa endorfina se produce y nos trae un nivel de bienestar increíble, pero además estás contribuyendo a tu salud física porque entonces ya no tienes tanto peso o sobrepeso,
Sí,
ya
sí.
no tienes diabetes o controlas tu diabetes. Hay tantos problemas que tenemos ahora que es alta presión,
Sí.
diabetes, colesterol, todos esos se pueden disminuir un poco a través del ejercicio. Pero lo más importante es la sensación de bienestar, de tener un día diferente, feliz si haces ejercicio.
Sí, es la conexión emocional, psicológico y también fisiológico. Y
Sí, hay
todos están conectados.
efectivamente, así es que los invitamos a que se pongan las pilas y hagan ejercicio todos los días para que se puedan sentir mejor y no solamente te beneficia a ti, beneficia a toda la familia. Porque si tú estás contento, tú haces ejercicio, va a ser el ejemplo para que todos los demás en tu casa hagan lo mismo. ¿No?
So that brings us to the other thing, because one of the things is it's very important for everybody to get their annual checkup. You know, if you're a patient at High Desert Medical Group or any of the other healthcare groups in our valley, having that annual checkup is important. We just came out of the month of March, and in March we were doing a lot of promotion to get screening for colon cancer. Now, colon cancer is one of those threats, a little bit more men than women, but men and women both, that does not discriminate. And this is an important and an easy screening and checkup to schedule for. One of the family tragedies in our family was a friend of mine who was the sergeant major at Edwards Air Force Base for the Marine Corps Aviation. He had colon cancer that was not detected. He was a good friend. We had been in high-risk activity together. So we were brothers. We were the same age, and we lost my friend, the sergeant major, in his 50s. And this is not necessary. So it's important to do the annual checkup, and it's also important to get these very basic screenings. So that's one thing that we were supporting.
Bueno, Dennis Anderson está hablando como High Medical Group. En el mes de marzo tuvo una promoción para hacer estudios de colon, de cáncer de colon, que es tan importante. Dice, se desarrolla en hombres y mujeres y tenemos que ser muy cuidadosos por ellos. Y High Medical Group le practica este tipo de exámenes, pero también, Dennis, lo bueno es que ahora que tenemos el Affordable Care Act, we don't have to pay for preventive copayment, ¿no?
No, this is a screening that we will do if you're a patient.
Si eres paciente de High Medical Group, no tienes ni siquiera que pagar el copayment de una consulta regular, porque gracias a este plan que tenemos de salud, todo lo que sea preventivo no requiere copayment.
Y eso es muy bueno, ¿no? That is really part of our basic philosophy with High Desert Medical Group, which is the more physical problems that we can prevent, then the less physical problems that are going to be very expensive to treat in surgery or with higher levels of measure.
I think that this is a win-win-win situation because you don't have to suffer the illness if you can prevent them. That is so easy, no? Why do you want to be with a cancer colon problem or any other kind of problem, cholesterol? No, I'm going to take my advantage of my health program, and I'm going to see if I have a high blood pressure. What do I do to avoid to have all the illness that high blood pressure is going to bring with me, no?
And Lily, we know from the many conversations that we have had, sometimes in the family, bien cultura latinoamericana, there is sometimes resistencia. There's sometimes a wish to not go to the doctor.
Well, do you know why? Because I believe that first, because we don't have the infrastructure in our countries, no?
Yeah, okay.
You go when you are dying. You go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Because there are no money, there are no places where to go. But everything is changing in Mexico. But now here we have the opportunity to avoid, and even for people right now in California, no, even for people who doesn't have Social Security and anything.
Yes.
The governor is recognizing the contributions of the immigration population here to the United States and providing access to medical attention. That is,
la planilla medical es bien importante.
¿Verdad? El medical recibe ahora a todos, incluso si no tienes documentos, porque se trata de prevenir. And when you prevent, then you don't spend, the hospitals don't spend so much money. It's less expensive for them.
Yes.
You feel very good. You are not suffering any kind of illness. And the federal government spend a lot less to the state
absolutely.
Government. Everybody wins when we are a healthy population. And then you can work better. You are going to be more productive in your job. It's a win-win. Everybody wins with this.
And that is another part of our philosophy at High Desert Medical Group. We try to have everybody to be bilingual. We want everybody to be able to speak some Spanish. If not, we will have somebody who can translate effectively. So this is why it's a good place to get your health care.
Bueno, High Desert Medical Group, además de todo lo que hemos estado hablando de las protecciones que ofrecen, también ofrece todos sus servicios bilingües porque no hay nada más importante que cuando estás enfermo te entiendan exactamente qué es lo que te duele. Entonces, si no tiene la persona, lo van a conectar con un traductor que le va a ayudar para que usted pueda explicar perfectamente sus problemas al personal de High Desert Medical Group. Una excelente oportunidad de recibir servicios médicos como usted se los merece. We only have 3 more minutes.
3 more minutes. It goes so fast.
I know. I saw interesting.
Well, just want to say, so we have, it's always a big week in the Antelope Valley and the Aerospace Valley. But we have the big dinner to fundraise for Vets for Veterans tomorrow night. But the other thing is take care of your total health picture. And that means please do not smoke. Uh, Please do not consume drugs or the alcohol. This will end your life so much quicker. Please get a little exercise. And if you do those simple things, you can have the quality of life that is going to offer you the best opportunity for a happy life. And that's the big thing I would say in a couple of minutes.
Bueno, y lo más importante es, amigos, es que la recomendación de Dennis Anderson y de Highness Medical Group tome control de su vida, de su cuidado, para que no tenga ningún problema. No fume,
Sí.
no use drogas ni alcohol en exceso. Y haga ejercicio, porque eso es lo que va a hacer que tenga usted una vida totalmente diferente. Tenga más control con la fast food también.
Yes, yeah, not so good.
No,
Little bit, not much.
Sí. Do you know, it's amazing how everything has changed with that kind of food. Pero nosotros tenemos el control de decir no, ya basta, ya va. Sobre todo para la población hispana que tiene un gran problema de exceso de peso. Estamos excesivos, a pesar de que trabajan mucho en actividades físicas, el tipo de comida que se está comiendo no es bueno. Si prefiere pararse ahí a por una hamburguesa en lugar de ir a casa y comer un pollo o algo así.
Yeah.
Entonces, eso es lo que nos va a resultar. Okay. Well, do you know time is gone?
Hard to believe.
It was.
Where did it go?
And yeah, we really enjoy your presence here. Thank you so much for coming to us.
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, baby. I see. Hasta la.